Hello everyone, I'm Pat Mickish, the head coach and general manager of your Green Bay Gamblers. And I just wanted to send a little note here to welcome everybody to our upcoming camp. Traditionally we'd have a big group get together and welcome everybody at once, but with the registration policies in place to only having teams showing up for their games and registering at that time, this is the easiest way to do it. So first, with the non-hockey items, we will have an athletic trainer on site the entire time. Dave Stolke will be at ice level for any injuries that might come up, any bumps and bruises. And if there is anything that needs more urgent care, we'll be able to assist with providing different options within our community here, all within 3 or 4 miles of the rest center. Colin Bartlemy is our equipment manager. He'll be there for some small equipment repairs, or if somebody needs to get their skates sharpened, but he'll also be able to help out if we need to find a way to, get a new stick or something along those lines with some of the local shops here in town. For the entrance into the camp, the best way to get in is to use the back of the rest center. You'll see a huge parking lot, and then right in front of you will be security door 2. That'll be the best entrance to get you to the locker room area, to get you to ice level for viewing, everything that it need be. The front of the building is open most of the time during the day, but it's just a very convenient way to come in through security door 2 in the back of the building. After every game, locker rooms will be cleaned, and they'll be ready for each team 30 minutes before their upcoming game with a label describing which team will be in each locker room. What I ask of the players is clean up your area around you. Our cleaning people want to be able to come in, empty garbages, spray everything down, and get it ready for that next group as they enter. And now to the hockey. This is a great camp for us every year. It's a great evaluation of kids that we might not know well enough that we need to spend time on to see if they're ready to play in the USHL this year. And for a lot of you, this is an opportunity to make a huge impression on our scouting staff. You've been seen by 1, maybe 2 of our scouts throughout the year, but this is an opportunity for all of our scouts to be in town, spend some time watching you. Our scouts and assistant coaches will be around the benches nonstop, and so it's a chance to make an impression to be seen for next season, which is when you're setting yourself up for is to play in the USHL in the future. There's been some great camp stories that I've been part of here. Grant Frederick came to the open part of the camp, made it all the way through, ended up being an assistant captain for us, a year later. Nolan Moyle, who plays for the University of Michigan right now, was a young player that came to camp, made a huge impression on us. We drafted him a year later, and he went on to have 2 successful years with us and a great career at the University of Michigan now today. What we'll be looking for are all the intangibles that every coach talks about. 1, yes, we want you to be a good teammate. We want you to compete. We want you to show hockey sense. But we would just want you to show you really want to be here and you're trying to make a hockey team. You're making an impression, but you're trying to make a hockey team is the most important thing for us. Exit interviews, we will be making cuts as the camp goes on, as the camp schedule shows you, but we'll be available the following week. All you'll have to do is email any one of us on staff. We will get back to you in a very timely manner, set up a phone interview where we can walk you through what we saw, things of improvement for yourself, and where we see you fitting into the hockey world. For all of the players who make it through the AllStar Game, you will have an exit interview with a staff member at the end of the AllStar Games. With the other games, we're not able to do that formal sit-down just because there's still another game happening all the time. The AllStar Games allow us to sit down with everybody and have a great talk about what we got to watch and where we see that game going. For us, we want to be available. There'll be volunteers at ice level for every game. If you have a question on anything that's going on how the hockey's going for you, or just a question about anything around town, we want to be able to help you. Make sure that you reach out to one of those volunteers. They'll get in touch with myself or one of the assistants immediately to hopefully take care of any concerns that may be there. Ultimately, we feel privileged you chose the Green Bay Gamblers, and we want to make sure it's a great experience for you. So let's show up in Green Bay ready to go. I look forward to seeing everybody here. Best of luck, and play well this week.